PlayStation 2 era, at this day and age, emulation has become quite popular, guys. So what I'm gonna show you quickly on this video is utilizing this particular device here. It's a NVMe enclosure with a M.2 inside here, 512 gigabyte. If you want to get one of these as well, you could always reach out to me. The reason why I choose this particular one is your read and write data is really fast compared to your typical flash drive and stuff like that, right? So we're gonna show you a quick configuration today on a nightly build using the PlayStation 2 PCSX2. This is the website here, and you have two options. You have a stable option where you could download the latest stable build, also the latest nightly build. Nightly is like a tweaked version for better performance in some titles and enhanced display as well. So basically what we're gonna look at is the save state of a particular game, and this would apply for you having this emulator on your ROG Ally, your laptop, your desktop, different locations, and you want to be able to save games and have it transferred onto different devices, right? So the only way to really do this, guys, you had to download the exact build that you save the game with, because they're always constantly upgrading. It affects the save state as well. So let's say you download a version today, nightly 2.382, and 3 months from now, a week from now, version 3 comes out, and you're trying to load the save state from version 2 to 3, it wouldn't work, right? I tried it and I didn't get through. So you have to keep in mind, if you download it, keep it on an external drive. So this example I'm going to show you, I had downloaded one of the nightly builds. So assuming that you download one of the nightly build and you have it on your system, right, and you have it extracted, because there's two options to download. The best option, I would say, is have it downloaded rather than install, right? So when you download it, save it to external drive or cloud drive if you have one possible, and you extract it. So this is what it's going to look like, something similar, not with the games and the BIOS setup. What you do is selecting the program. Is a real quick tutorial. I enjoy emulation, so if you guys want to get it set up on your machine, you could always reach out to me as well. If you want to get an NVMe enclosure and the 512, you could always reach out to me too. So when you open it nightly, the first thing you have to pay attention to is the build, what version it's on, because you're going to save your game. You don't want to constantly be playing the same game from the start over and over. Although you could use the memory card save state, you would be cutting yourself short, because there's a faster way to save and even load the game, right? So what we're going to show you quickly here is how to set it up. You simply open the software. You're going to see the version up there, or you could go to System, Settings, and under that you're going to see Interface, the version you're currently on. My advice is don't select Enable Automatic Updates, because automatically it's going to update and it's going to affect your save state, right? So you can leave it as is. So you can see the latest version as a perfect example. Right now this one is on 1.7, and it have a save state on Crash Nitro Kart that if I do upgrade it now, I wouldn't be able to save it. So we're going to test that theory. This was used on a machine, desktop, on our next location, and I have it at this current location on our next desktop, right? So we're going to just leave it there. We're going to go to the game list. We're going to add the directory. As you can see, no game selected here. So you can just remove all, if you have any currently there. Or you can just leave everything as is, select add, and you select where your games is. So we have it here under the external. Put it there, select folder. Let's select, you don't need to really scan this up because it's on the main directory. You can see the 4 games popped up here. A couple of things you could do here. You could go to the BIOS. You had to assign your BIOS folder. I wasn't sure you were to get that BIOS, but this is the only way you could play the game. You had to download the BIOS folders, the files itself, right? Emulation, you can leave everything default. Graphics, really important. Leave rendering automatic. If you have a 1650 Super card and above, GTX video card, that will work great. Ryzen 5000 CPU as well, works excellent with emulation. So in this case, I have a widescreen setup here. I'm just gonna leave widescreen here, select this as widescreen. You could always set it to your liking as well. Leave everything default. We're gonna leave this here, ticked. Everything else default off, meaning off, right? So you're gonna go to rendering. Leave it at 3x because 1080p is really good. Again, you could do it to your preference, but this is the setup here. Leave everything default again. Change this to 16x, right? Go to texture replacement. Leave everything as is. Put on this here. You could take this box, right? Contrast adaptive sharpening. You could put that as sharpening and resize display resolution, right? And leave, you could take this here as well. Filters, you could do it to your liking, but I just gonna just leave it at none. We're gonna go to OSD. You could select some of these things because it's to see real-time information how your machine is handling the emulation, right? So we're gonna just go to memory cards. What you could do here is eject it. You could create a memory card. You could assign a folder. Let me see if it's reading this folder that we created as already, right? So we put a folder here. You could put a folder, name it. Remember, save it to where you have your emulator files to make things a lot easier. You're gonna just select create here. Option would come up here. You could just type in external memory card. Right, and you're gonna select OK and created. Okay, so external memory card, you could see a couple memory cards were selected here. So we're just gonna select the one that was created today. We're gonna just drag and drop it to port 1, and that's it. That's how you create your memory cards. So you can create multiple memory cards, right? Heading over to folder, you could basically assign some folders if you have game covers and stuff. You could set it to, you could set it to where your game covers are. It's easy to really set this up. A little configuration, but yeah, you could do it, right? I'll show you the way to do it. You can download the cover from the net, assign it and stuff like that. Achievements, really cool feature here to earn like trophies and stuff. You need to go to the website and basically sign up and log in from the emulator to get the achievements. I wouldn't enable the hardcore mode because this disables the save states, and to me I think the save states is really important. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and that's it, guys. You hit close, right? You hit close here, and the next thing is setting up the controller. You get that under settings. You go to controllers, and you're gonna see DualShock 2. You could select that automatic mapping. I have the Xbox One controller where I plugged in. You could just select automatic mapping when your controller is plugged in, and you're gonna select your controller. Everything is automated. It's gonna set it up. Hit close. That's pretty much it. If you wanna get the covers, there's a little tweaking here to do, a little downloading and stuff, right? So we're just gonna assign one cover for the Nitro Kart. You just change the appearance here. Right click on Crash Bandicoot Nitro Kart, and we're gonna just select set cover image, and I have it on this table. I think I have it on, let me see, right. Always label your stuff, guys. Always label your stuff. So you see it's set here, so you got a nice little cover. You could blow it up and stuff like that, right? Actually I have covers for all these, so I'm just gonna set it up quickly, right? I'll just leave that one out because that's not really right. So you can just exclude this from this, and here we go. We have some cool covers here, game covers, right? A couple things that I remember here. Remember, you're looking to load your save data. So if I want to load a save data, you right click on the game. I remember this working with the version that you save it with, so yeah, pay attention to that. And you're going to select load state file, right? It's going to ask you where that file is located. Obviously you go to where you have it saved, and this is where you have it saved. Label your folders as well so you won't get lost, and you select open, and just like that it's going to resume your game from the last save, right? So this is really important, and if I hit resume here, it's gonna take me straight into the crash, which is working really great. So I need 5. Right, so great, this game is working with this current hardware setup, and playing the being back in my days in the PlayStation 1 era, Crash Team Racing was quite popular, and this is like a part 2 to that on the PS2. So persons wanting to get a feel that experience with the Crash Team, this is a cool game to play. It's called Crash Nitro Kart, right? Really cool game here. Just gonna show you a quick play here on it. Right, and you see the processor and stuff. You're gonna select relic race.
Finish a relic race in a fast.
You could always select the visual display settings to your liking, but this is pretty good, guys. With this setup here, you could earn trophies and stuff. Really cool play. The machine is handling it great, as you can see the specs on the top right hand corner. Right, so this is this is just to give you an idea, but this is just to get a relic for the game. And you could always just come out, exit the map. Right, so remember, what I'm gonna try and do is actually play a race. We're gonna play a race, and we're gonna save it, right? We're gonna save it. So let me just look at let's just look at the stage.
Collect every crystal.
Right, tiny temple. Let's see if we could play a race here. CNK challenge, right? So we're gonna just basically play a stage quickly. Shouldn't be that long. And just to give you an idea how it's working, and we're just gonna save it, and it will be the same process to load it. Just keep in mind, you have to have the same version set up. Right, so this particular Crash Nitro Kart, it have a team up feature where you could use while playing, but it's similar to the Crash Team Part 1 on the PS1 with the boost, the slides, even the stages have that similar effect into how it used to be with the Crash Part 1. So it have a team up function here. You could basically use that to get more like abilities in the stage with weapons and stuff.
Make way!
Right, so you see the team up come up here. If I activate that here, I can literally just have a lot of options available to select. And I still get to the road
Make way for Earth Spiders!
I know this game was really difficult to emulate in some handhelds, but it really makes sense, guys. You have a laptop with decent specs, and it could work. What is important, I think, is again is the save state, utilizing that. So let's say I want to continue this, but I had to go now or something like that come up. What you could do here is just pause the game and double click on the screen. You're going to select Settings, System, Save State, and you're going to save the file. You're going to locate where you have the Crash Nitro Kart save data, and you're just going to select on it. I'm going to overwrite mine and hit yes. Right, and this is a person's wanting to continue the game, right? And you can just shut it down here without saving because you already saved it, and that's pretty much it. So that's how you really use that save state function for the PlayStation 2 emulator. Let me know what you think, guys, and again, if you need a setup like this, reach out to me directly.